Nature can be incredibly inspirational. There's nothing quite like being able to explore a new area and get to tap into your adventurous side. You know what can make those experiences that much better? Exploring with some of your favorite people. Auntie Sarah and I decided to go on a weekend getaway to Colorado and had such an incredible trip. We thought it would be fun to share beautiful footage of the mountainous area we got to explore, while also sharing some tips on how you can have a successful journey also. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Auntie Christine from CoffeeCraft. My goal is to share inspiration so that you can not only create fun physical crafts, but also craft a life that is full of meaningful memories and community. Let's grab a hot cup of motivation and transport ourselves to the beauty of the Rocky Mountains. As you're getting ready for your own trip, here are a few questions or points that you can think about to make it the most successful one yet. The first thing to ask is, who will you travel with? We recommend considering taking trips like this with just one other person. There is a time and a place for larger group trips, and we've enjoyed experiences like that as well. However, it can be challenging to juggle the opinions and preferences of 5 different people. Depending on what you want the trip to look like, consider planning it with just one other person to really get to know them and make some of the planning details easier. Now it's time to make a main goal for your trip. For this trip, Auntie Sarah and I specifically wanted the chance to have a relaxing getaway that allowed us to catch up and spend time reading. Because of this, we started looking for cozy cottage vibes that would offer beautiful scenery in case we wanted to do some exploring when we weren't relaxing or reading. We also wanted an equidistant location, and so for us, we ended up landing in Nederland, Colorado, which is just outside of Denver. Since things don't always go as planned, be sure to like this video if you've ever had something not go according to plan. It worked well for us to have agreed on that main goal because it set a clear path for us to work within. Of course, we were flexible on how this played out day by day, but it was relatively easy to make decisions when necessary. One example was that time that the microwave in our cottage did not work, or when we wanted to leave said cottage and take a break because we were sure there were small rodent friends in the walls. Some of the funniest memories we made were in those moments where it was not at all what we planned. The next tip is to pack light. It can be so easy to overthink what you'll need to bring for trips like this. But once you have that main goal in mind, keep your items down to what is necessary and try to skip the just-in-case items. Auntie Sarah did an especially good job at this to make sure she didn't have to pay luggage fees. It really helps you to narrow in on your goal and enjoy it to the fullest. Next, we recommend that you respect the budget. And if you haven't made one yet, go ahead and do that. In order to make this a positive memory, not only during the trip, but for the months following, it's important to determine a budget and decide what is most important to spend that on. For us, we went with super cheap flights, so we could put more money toward finding a cute cottage and renting a nice car for traveling to different areas. We also decided we wanted to enjoy eating out in the area, but knew that we could save money by making some of the meals ourselves. But otherwise, all of our other activities were free. Hiking, sitting to watch the sunrise, and relaxing in our cottage to read our books. In some cases, you might prefer to skip the rental vehicle and just walk, or use public transportation in a more urban area. That can make room to pay for nicer lodging or more paid experiences. There were many fun memories Auntie Sarah and I shared during this trip. It was so beneficial for us to take a weekend to step away from the craziness of day-to-day to be able to grow in our friendship. I hope this video inspires you to consider who you might enjoy adventuring with. If you live closer to said person, you may not have to fly halfway across the country to get to experience this kind of fun. Set aside a weekend to travel to a new town or take a road trip. Or if you're really on a budget, just put up a tent in one of your backyards. There are numerous options available as long as you're willing to use a little creativity and let yourself dream. I'd love to hear about a fun travel memory you have, so be sure to share it in the comments below. Adventure awaits, my friends. I'll look forward to our next crafting expedition and the many ways that we choose to find joy together. Until next time, bye-bye.